Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Sunday, the 22nd of March, 2026. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm JP. My friends call me Jeeps. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel where I get to play some Le Mans Ultimate Online. Hopefully, I'll have a good race because, let's face it, folks, if you were tuning in last night, it did not go so well. So, anyways, I'm gonna set up this car here and see how things go. Ooh, it goes all the way up to 20, does it? Let's stay around 12. Let's try that. Okie dokies. Ooh, 148. Can we beat 148? Don't think so. I think the best I can do is probably a... whoops. The pedals are working, but for some reason... the base is connected. But nothing is... says it's disconnected somehow. The cat's fooling around with that. Let's see here. Let's just exit Moza and come back to it, maybe. Because everything's lit up here. What is going on with my base here? So it's disconnected. Oh, it says the wheelbase is disconnected as well. What did you do? Yes, I'm looking at you, cat. You're not going out. No. Okay, I don't know how to reset the base, though. Should I unplug it? Maybe? Replug it? Oh, that seems to have done the trick. Okay. Are we coming? Whoa. Okay. Got some damage already. A little battle damage. Okay, so this is cold tires.
Justin Slim Friesen says, afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Mr. Justin. How are you today?
Justin Slim Friesen says, good, you?
I don't know. I don't know. I just finished working on this livery. Trying to go incognito here. I can't seem to have a good ranked race. I don't know if you saw my race last night there, but very disappointing. Like you say, you don't like hosted races, you prefer ranked because of the people, force themselves to behave. But I find it's the opposite.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I did not, sir.
Hey, is that somebody that just applied one of my liveries? No, that cannot be. No. My orange one is on the... Oh, maybe that's the camel? No, camel's not even on the... Well... I tried doing a gold race here, and you'd think that gold safety ranking would mean that people would not dive bomb on the 5th lap. And then as soon as they rejoin the track, they decide to ram you in the rear, forcing you into the wall and to lose both of your front wheels, making it impossible for me to continue the race.
Justin Slim Friesen says, there will always be overly aggressive drivers, but there are far less intentional wreckers and officials.
Well, that was very intentional. Unfortunately, the replay is not available for me for some reason. That was more than intentional. That was just downright... Cat, get out of the way. Whoops. Oh, end of the practice session already. See, I don't even have time to warm up the tires. These practice sessions make no sense whatsoever. Like, I still got 29 minutes until the race, but the practice server ends. And I have to get back to it.
Justin Slim Friesen says, second camp froze again.
Oh, and not only that, but the voice thing also just went haywire. Yeah, my cat is full of static. Let's see if this will fix it.
Justin Slim Friesen says, cat stepped on the cable. LOL.
No, he just rubs against the monitors and the PCs, and he's full of static, and there everything goes. No. No, that's it. I am so fed up of you. At 5 o'clock in the morning, all day long. Well, that's my new livery. Trying to have something racy, but that people don't know that it's actually me that's playing. Just in case that people run into me just because they know who I am. So I'm trying to have some custom liveries, but that don't give away who I am. No. No. Dang. The spring hormones have kicked in a bad way. Okay, so there's a couple of people here. I'll register now. Let's go and join the practice. Oh, it's probably not the car I wanted to register with. I'm more used to the wingless, but I wanted to try the winged. No, the guy did it on purpose several times. Like, he's catching up to me. I go into the hairpin, and where you need to brake to be able to do the sharp turn, he just full throttles into my rear. But somehow I managed to stay on track and keep going. He comes back and just keeps bumping me in the rear, keeps bumping me in the rear until we get to the braking zone where he just pushes me into the wall. Like, that's not being overly aggressive or dive bombing and creating an incident. That guy is seeking me out for no reason. Let's max the wing here. Let's see if this is any good. Whoops, car's coming out. There we go. You know, I don't notice the tracking all that much looking forward, but it's very practical coming out of the garage. It's the only real time that I notice that it's there. I think the rear is slippery on this thing. God, I hate gold tires. I hate them with a passion. Really, what are you doing, dude? I don't know why the replay is not available for me either. See, coming here, we slow down, right? Hit second gear, you know, maybe downshift to first or whatever. You brake here to turn. He bumps me in here, you know. Except he goes out. I stay on track. Whoa! Dang it. God, I hate cold tires. I don't do nothing. I'm going around in first gear, not even throttling up and just losing it. Then he starts bumping me here in the rear. And there's like a car to my side, so I can't even move out of the way. And he just keeps pushing me into the barrier over there. Like, why? Like, out of the blue, nothing. Started last place, worked my way up to 10th place. Everybody in front of me, you know, crashing. That's how I kept gaining positions. And obviously the guys crashing, getting back on track, I let them pass me and whatnot. It's like out of the blue for no reason. Some Spanish dude on top of that. A name that I don't know, that I've never raised it with. And I mean, it's not something that happened in like the first 2 laps. Yeah, we were on lap 5. I was getting into a zone, finding a rhythm to the race. Like I said, I was already like in 12th or 10th place and very happy of the way things were going. Okay, tires are starting to warm up.
Lap 2, you're up 4.68.
So yeah, lately, for the past couple of weeks, I haven't been able to even have one clean ranked race. You know, it's... I'm just so fed up. Like, it's a gold race, you know? It shouldn't... People like that should not even be able to get their way up there. And he had like a gold 3 ranking. Is the camera still frozen? I forgot to fix the camera. I fixed the...
Justin Slim Friesen says. Yeah.
And cold tires are still cold tires, even at 60 degrees. Oh, dang it. And until they hit like 75 degrees, the tires on these hypercars are really, really infuriating.
That time was a 2:02.30.
Oh, that will not count. Dang it. And I lifted. Is that the BMW again? I always get stuck behind. Yeah, now I'm getting at temperatures I can start throwing the car around.
Lap 150.81.
And again, it might just be one of those things that it was a Saturday night drunken warrior kind of a situation. But like I said, those people shouldn't even be able to get up to gold safety rankings. The way that he acted, I can't believe that was his first offense. Okay, maybe I need some more duck blanking on the rear. Maybe if I had a little bit more heat in the rear. The front seems okay though. Obviously there's one tire that's working a lot more than the other. Okay, both front tires are adequate. Yeah, the rear needs some more blanking. Oh, that front one's getting a bit toasty. I need to add some to the rear and maybe take some off the front. Or is it just me pushing it a little bit too much? Otherwise it stabilizes just below 85. Yeah, okay. If I don't push it too much, temperatures are good. But that rear definitely needs a little something. Did I not have mixed tires here? I did not. Okay. I thought I had mixed tires. Well, that will help stuff. Oh, completely open, is it? What? Okay, I'm confused here. Are these not my settings? Did I not load up my settings here? No, they were factory. That's the problem. Dang it. Yeah, that's gonna make a big difference. Oh, I forgot to do the wing. Dang it. Yeah, that kind of needs to be the complete opposite. Um, Unfortunately, when you change the wing, it also changed the wingless settings. So, I think I'll just have to wing it. Ugh. It's really annoying having to wait an hour to get to a race. And as you start your race, somebody just decides to wreck your evening. What are the guys doing? I thought they I saw that they were in the chat there, but I don't know exactly what they were doing. None of them were streaming.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "What? The setups don't split between the two cars?"
Nope. As you can see here, I have my Peugeots, and these are for the wingless. So the setups for the wingless and for the winged are shared. So if I save this on the V2, it will also change the V2 for the wingless. So I'm going to have to give them different names. I'm going to have to start calling these Peugeot W V1, Peugeot W for the
Justin
wingless.
Slim Friesen says, may put a W on the wing setup.
Well, actually, I'm going to put a W on the wingless. It'll be less confusing for me, but I'm gonna have to go through the entire roster. I did not know that. Okay, well, 2 minutes. I might as well get out of here and get back to the race. 3 splits. Okay. Not too happy about that either. Last night there was only 1 split. If we go to 3 splits, that means that I am going to be stuck with the crappiest of drivers. Although there might not be enough hypercars, so there might be just 2 splits of hypercars. And did you notice that the ranking went down to 1.5? It used to be 2 times. I just noticed that last night. I don't know how long it's been this way, but I remember when I started the game, this used to be 2 times. Gold was 2 times, silver was 1 time, bonuses.
Justin Slim Friesen says.
So it's even harder to rank up now. And so much easier to rank down. Now that I'm dedicating myself to hypercars, there's like only one race in the entire rotation of the 6 options that they give us that I can do. Gotta wait an hour, and because of some lunatic that doesn't deserve his gold safety ranking. And he bumped into me like 6, 7 times. So that's a lot of contacts with one car. Which brings down my safety ranking. And the fact that I don't finish my race brings down my driver's rating. Unfortunately, it didn't auto load. I thought that I had assigned my setup to the car, so I did it on a stock. The default setups. That entire practice warming up the tires, just because 7 minutes into one practice session it cut on me and I rejoined, but I forgot to load it up again. Okay, so this, and I'm seeing the hard tire here, so we are good to go. This might be a little bit too much in the front, but we are good. Yeah, for some reason I'm guessing the Red Bull Mercedes is going to become popular. Oh, did you see that Verstappen was disqualified? I'm actually going to go out and warm up these tires a bit. Get some practice in here. Not that these laps will be any good. Oh, it's a private session on top of that. Okay.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I did. Really dumb mistake from the team. Like Ferrari dumb. LOL.
Yes, exactly. I had fun with it. In the chat yesterday, I applied that to Dale in GC. It's funny because I was watching the highlights. And oh, victory for Verstappen. And then later last night, I saw on YouTube a guy talking about the race and saying they were disqualified. Like, maybe they did it on purpose. Maybe it gave him an advantage. Maybe it facilitated his win so they get a lot more publicity. And that's okay. If that's the reason why they do it, then I'm okay with that. But if it was a stupid Ferrari kind of a mistake, then not cool. On top of which, I think that this is Verstappen's team. So is he like the one of the owners of the team where he can really be upset? You idiots. I don't know how he does it either. Like 1 week race GTs and then, I mean last week F1s and next week F1s.
Justin Slim Friesen says, team is Windward Racing. I think they've been around a long time, but not sure.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, they have been around. That I discovered that. But I thought there was also something about Team Verstappen, so I'm like, is he like a part owner and has a word to say? So if they did it for the show, then okay, I'm okay with that mistake. If it was a real mistake, then I'd really be not happy in his shoes. Honestly, the Peugeots are identical cars except for the wing. So actually the settings that I do for the wingless will work just as fine on the wing. The only difference is that by default, since I don't have a setting for the wing, there's going to be like 1 downforce instead of 20. Which, this track kind of needs the 20. All these corners here, they need a lot of downforce. Oh, this is going to be the last one.
Time 2:04.26.
I'm really liking the haptics on my pedals too. Oh, I'm in split 4 of 4, so a lot more people join in. I thought I was going to end up in split 2. Okay, everything here good. Let's max out the fuel, because we're going to need fuel.
Justin Slim Friesen says, you could have done one more if you wanted.
Yeah, no, but I didn't. Yeah, no. It just helps the safety ranking going around the track and not hitting anything. I lose driver ranking because I'm not doing any fast laps, but my safety ranking goes up since apparently I hit some guy 8 times yesterday. Which it would be so easy to put an algorithm in this game that if you're the car behind and you hit the car in front, you're the one that gets penalized. And if you do it 8 times in a row, then it's an automatic ban. Okay, sometimes a car in front of me will spin out and I'll hit him.
Teams and drivers go to the grid.
Again, theoretically, I should be able to avoid anything in front of me.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I like it the way it is.
Good luck and have a clean race, folks. That's all we... What? I'm 9th? I didn't even check how many hypercars there were. But I'm already starting in a better position than what I had to work for last night. What? They expect me to finish 28th? Really? Okay. That can be arranged. Are the temperatures going to go up? Okay, there they go. Like, why are they at 20 degrees? Never have I been so attentive to tire temperatures. Seems like you can get away with a lot in GT3s. Like, yes, you got cold tires, you got to be careful. But in a hypercar, it just feels like you're driving on ice for the first 2 or 3 laps. I really don't like that. Okay, let's see how the wing version of this car handles. Wait behind the slower car. Yeah, he's way out of line, this guy. I think he's giving himself some leeway to catch up to the cars in front.
Green flag, green flag.
Ooh, I just barely missed him.
Lap 2:08.61.
Well, obviously, I'm not pushing it as much as these other guys. I am so scared on cold tires. It's not even funny. Is that the BMW again? Yeah, that's the BMW again.
Lap
147. I mean, the best I could do is a 150. So. And I'm not ready to push it that far just yet.
Lap time today, 1:57.04. Lap 1:52.95.
Oh, turning a bit too early there. Dang it. Oh, that BMW is coming back at me. Okay. Did he just run off again?
That time was a 154.40.
Okay, I just need to put some pressure on him. Hopefully I can catch up to him. Make him do another mistake, that'll be more. I'll give him some more damage.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, "Hi there. Haven't caught you for a while."
Hey Dino, how are you today? Long time no see.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, "How's it going?"
Well, so far so good. It's going a lot better than it was last night.
That time was a 153.
Decided to throw myself into hypercars. And I've been liking it quite a bit. Now that I got my new pedals here, it's a lot easier for me to drive these cars. It's night and day the difference. Ooh! I hate coming in here too fast.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, "I've watched a few of your videos and noticed you've been driving Hyvers."
Yep. Love the wingless Peugeot. But, it's like, I'm gonna try the others. Just to get a little more of a feeling for them, but I think I'll always come back to the wingless. As it is just so bloody fun to throw into corners. I also think it's the only one that can use soft tires, which makes a big difference.
That time was a
A car on soft tires, you can throw it into any corner and just have a Joker smile to it. Soft tires are so evil.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, which pedals did you get? Were they Moza?
No, I got the Simpson with the haptics. I got a picture of them in Discord. I mean, these pedals,
Dennis Dodge Driving says, do they hook up to the Moza wheelbase okay?
I did not hook them up to the Moza. They're connected via USB to the computer. I mean, the pedals are premium for the price, and with the haptics and everything, they still come cheaper than premium Moza's pedals. So I'm like, would have liked to go with Moza, but for the price, I just could not justify it. Really? I'm there, dude.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, I've actually toyed with the idea of changing pedal. I've got the ones that come with the Moza R5 bundle.
Yeah, the SRP lights. I mean, it all depends on your budget there, but if you want to go bang for the buck and hit above your weight.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, yes.
Then these pedals are definitely the way to go. They hit way above their price. They have their own software. You don't need to run it. You can calibrate your pedals.
Justin Slim Friesen says, just make sure you get a load cell brake. And also, make sure you have a way to mount them securely.
There's calibrations, you can add your curves and save it to the pedals. You don't have to have any background software running. To use these pedals. So set them up and forget about it.
Dennis Dodge Driving says. At the moment my pedals are fixed to a board on the floor because I don't have a rig. Could you do the same with load cell?
Not really, unless you're really up against a wall. But even then, they're gonna flip upwards.
Lap 150.
Your plank of wood, I don't know how your plank of wood is,
Justin Slim Friesen says. Sure. Keep in mind you have to press hard to brake.
yeah, let's just say that 6 inches up of that board, you're putting down like 40-45 kilos of force.
Dennis Dodge Driving says. Yes, they are up against a wall. Justin Slim Friesen says. It's important to have them very secure.
I mean, the way that I see it, you might need to put a brick or two on that plank of wood to keep it down. It all depends. Everything's doable if you do it right.
Says, I understand it takes a lot more force to press them. Am I correct on that?
Well, not a lot more force. Like, I got mine set to, I think, 25 kilos.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Unless you prefer a light pedal feel, of course. But then you're sort of missing the point of a load cell.
Like, these pedals can take up to 200 kilograms, so if you want to simulate driving a space shuttle, you could do it. I got mine around 25 kilos, and I definitely know if I just had a little 1 foot by 2 feet plank of wood on the floor and these pedals screwed to it, the plank of wood would be flipping up from the front constantly. Hey, I've got a wooden rig here, so half-an-inch plywood with a frame on it. It ain't going nowhere. It is solid.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Like Jeeps said, you can set them to need a lot of force. But you can also set them to only nay 1 kilogram to get to full pressure. Up to you.
Lap 155.75.
Dennis Dodge Driving says. I just sit on a normal computer chair with no wheels, so I can imagine the seat being pushed back when applying the brake.
Yes. You're gonna have to find a way that the chair doesn't move backwards. A lot of people run into that issue. Ooh! Dang it. I gotta be careful.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Yeah, that would be an issue for sure.
Okay, time for a pit strategy here. How much fuel do I need? I'm at 14, maybe 15. I need what? 7 more laps? I hate trying to adjust this while I'm driving. I'm lucky I don't have that much traffic to deal with either. Okay, got 7 laps there. That's good. I don't need to change my tires. Now I just need to figure out when I need to come in. Next lap.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, is your front left tire cooked?
That time was a 2.
Nope,
0,
it is not.
0, 8.
It's red because I'm on a hard compound. I'm running 3 mediums and 1 hard.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, oh I see.
I know it's kind of weird, but it kind of works. Actually, I got some duct blanking, and the tires run a lot cooler than they do on an open duct on the default settings. I'm surprised. Does that mean I'm doing something wrong if my tires are running a lot cooler than the default settings?
Justin Slim Friesen says, it's cool that the game allows that. It's rather common for the teams to do that IRL also.
Man, it must be so confusing in real life, though.
That time was a 2, 0, 2.00.
Man, I'm in 4th place. Oh, I could have done a podium. I'm not going to get it now because they all have their fuel there. They've already all stopped. Dang it.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, is this a 40-minute race?
Yes, it is. It's the daily for the gold level races. Yeah, tires a bit cold again. I hate that we can't change the blanking on the drive, can we? That would be so
Dennis
cool.
Dodge Driving says, Justin. Dennis Dodge Driving says, Justin, do you use a rug with load cell? Dennis Dodge Driving says, RIP. Justin Slim Friesen says, I do, yes.
A rug? What do you mean a rug? You're asking if his rig is on carpet? I'm confused.
Lap 2:35.61.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, I meant rig.
Oh, rig, okay. I don't use carpet with my load cell. I couldn't figure that one out.
Lap 1:55.50.
But also with these pedals that I got myself, the throttle is also a load cell, which is weird, but works. Doesn't work quite the same way as the brake does, but
Dennis Dodge Driving says, I had a weird thing happen the other day. I got -3 drive rating in a race I wasn't even in and lost my diamond badge rating, LOL.
okay, that is weird if you're not racing and you lose. Did you give your account to somebody else? Did you let your kids play with your...
Justin Slim Friesen says, TBH, I think a good rig is the most important piece. It provides a solid place to mount everything. And the FFB is much better due to no flex. Many advantages.
Lap 1:55.93.
Yeah, well, the fact that you're on a computer chair that's got wheels and braking. There's gonna be some issues there.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, I just wish I had the room to put a rig.
Well, you're handy with work, with wood and stuff. I'm pretty sure you could figure something out. Like, this is my work desk that I've kind of sort of made a rig for it, but it's not a dedicated sim rig, which I also don't have the room for.
Justin Slim Friesen says, yet it does take a lot of room. Mine's in the kitchen. Not a lot of room in my apartment. LOL.
See, that's what I said to Viking that he needs to do. He needed to bring his rig upstairs and put it in the kitchen. Dude would not give me any room there. I understand that those two are fighting, but
Dennis Dodge Driving says, I'm using a room that used to be my wife's dressing room. I lost my wife 18 months ago, so things in there a bit sentimental, so I don't feel I should change too much. Not yet anyway.
no, give yourself time to grieve, dude, and I'm sorry to hear that.
Lap 1:59.25.
It's a good thing I have that hard tire in front there. I'm already passing the 80 degree.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, that's how I got into sim racing, to try and pass time.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, be warned, it's addictive. And you know what? I also saw in the news that the sport is still growing. Like, a lot of things went through a boost during the lockdown era. But seems sim racing just keeps getting more and more popular. Yeah, baby, I finished one. Okay, nowhere near
Justin
my
Slim
fastest
Friesen
laps,
says,
but
"Aw man. Sorry to hear that. And makes complete sense why you'd not want to set up in there."
yeah, take it a day at a time and
Dennis Dodge Driving says, "It actually started when I had a knee op last year and my son borrowed me his PlayStation to play F1.
ah.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, "Cheers Justin."
Oh, man, this is like the first race in 3 weeks that I finished. The first ranked race that I finished ever since I took up hypercars, I think. Ooh, yeah. I'm a happy camper. Play a lot of hosted races, but I haven't had any luck in my ranks. You know what? I kind of like this livery. Like, it's not my livery colors or stuff, but it lets me go incognito. I was expected to finish 11th. The game has no confidence in me whatsoever.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, "I tried hypers in the week and I've got to say I was rubbish. There is certainly a knack to braking."
Okay, well, I'll give you some pointers here since I used to use the pedals that you are currently using. Oh, I'm not doing another one. Definitely not. I just want to get into the garage here. Yeah, 'cause by nature, those pedals, like, they're really good, but it's really hard to know where your 80% is. That's around where you need to be. Like these cars, this here, the max pedal force, you should probably run it around 60 to 70%.
Someone said you have to press the brake hard initially then feather it off like trail braking.
Well, if you had load cell pedals, yes. You won't be able to do that with the kind of pedals you have. I tried it, and you can, oh man, it already kicks me out of the practice session, really? Oh man, that is so crappy. Is there a hosted race for hypers that I can practice? Oh, this server is getting into the same error we had for the,
Justin Slim Friesen says. It's harder without load cells, but you can do it.
oh, it's really hard. But yeah, put that around in between, try it at 60 and at 70. And keep in mind that you need to start braking a lot earlier than everybody else because you don't have as much stopping power.
Dennis Dodge Driving says. I suppose it's like everything. Lots of practice.
Well, yes and no. Like, you know, you you can use a screw and a hammer and somehow hammer the screw into the wood, but it's not the best way of doing things, right? It kind of works, but it's not ideal. So you need to find yourself some workarounds. Like I said, bring the max pedal force down to around 70% and just start braking a lot earlier because you don't have as much braking power, but you won't be locking up your tires. Because once you lock up, the next time it's easier to lock up and you end up with square tires, and then it becomes a really bumpy drive and all that kind of crap. Another thing you could kind of try to do if you don't want to go that route is go into your calibrations and set this to around 70-80% and see if that
Justin
helps.
Slim Friesen says. It's just more natural, or intuitive to measure pressure for braking rather than the position of the pedal. Measuring the pressure will feel more like the way you brake in your real car. Dennis Dodge Driving says. Yes, I had plenty of square tires.
So yeah, either bring this to 80%, or like I said here in the car, bring this down to 70%. Start braking earlier, and you'll have perfectly round tires and you'll be enjoying your drive around the tracks. You won't be doing any hot laps or fast laps, but you'll get a better feel for the cars and start enjoying them. Look, in this race I started last and I finished 4th, but I'm not a fast driver, but I try to be careful, not get myself into accidents, and be out there for a long, long time. But that's how I used to drive, to get a feeling for the hypercars. On the SRP pedals, and that's when I discovered that, yeah, now was the time to invest in load cell. And I really, really love them. The difference is night and day. It is so much easier now to brake with these load cells without locking up, or just being on the threshold of locking up. It's like the load cell puts a cushion like at 80% or at 70%, and then you have to start squishing it.
Dennis Dodge Driving says. Like you said earlier. It's an expensive hobby. Justin Slim Friesen says. If you just change the max pedal force in the setup, you won't have to remember to change all the other settings when you bounce between car types. but do what you need to do to enjoy it.
True that. And yes, it can be expensive, but it doesn't have to be.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, I will give those changes a go next time I'm on.
Well, see, the Moza CRP2 load cell pedals were like $500. And these Simpson was 260, and I had a $100 coupon rebate, so it brought it down to 160. So for the difference of the price, I got the haptic motors to go with it. So for half the price of the CRP2
Dennis
pedals,
Driving says, wow, half the price.
so yeah, I really like Moza, but these pedals are really good. You can look at all the reviews, and everybody's like, yeah, for the price, you can't go wrong with these. But that's here in Canada, and
Justin Slim Friesen says, and probably a better set. Certain easier to make adjustments.
yeah, and I got them with the haptic motors here. Dang it, why does it not just...
Dennis Dodge Driving says, were those pedals the Plus X?
Yes. And I got the motors here behind the thing there.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I have those Moza pedals, they're good, but my god, the adjustments are a pain.
Yeah, these ones here are the these Plus X. And I got the haptic motors with it, so when my wheels are on the verge of locking up, it kicks the pedal. I can.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I'm jealous of yours Jeeps.
I'm
LOL.
sorry. I'm sorry. Well, I'm jealous of all of you guys' stuff all the time, anyways. So. Yeah, it kind of makes me feel like I have those Hockerfields thingies, the really $2,000 brake pedal set for like 250 bucks plus tax. I really love my pedals. I have no complaints. I love them. The difference is night and day. It's hard to explain. People say like, no, it doesn't make you faster, but it makes you more consistent. But when you're driving hypercars, being able to max out the braking without locking up makes you a lot faster. Like I said, I did the workaround and, avoided the lockups, started braking a lot earlier, and I really enjoyed driving those hypercars.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, those with haptics are £250 in the UK, so not a bad price.
Yeah, that's like 500 bucks Canadian, I'm guessing. So, I mean, with the haptics, I don't know how much
Justin
this...
Slim Friesen says, very reasonable.
And how much are the CRP2 pedals in the UK?
Dennis Dodge Driving says, £360.
Okay, so it's still... I mean, it's still very... you're still saving a 100 pounds there.
Justin Slim Friesen says, only reason I went with Moza is that I didn't want to run another piece of software.
And that I understand that too. But I don't have to run this software in the background to use the pedals.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, do you have Moza CRP2 Justin? Justin Slim Friesen says, yup.
This is the extra software for the Simpson, and you set them up, you calibrate it, and you close it, and you don't even have to run it in the background. And it's better if I don't. Because for the motors, I use SimHub. So I don't want any conflicts. I mean, can't go wrong with the Moza CRP2s. But you also can't go wrong with the Simpson.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I imagine they're functionally the same as Jeeps. But the adjustments are very hard to do. Not a good design at all for that. Dennis Dodge Driving says, okay folks, I'm going to have love you and leave you. Happy racing.
Thank you. Hope to see you soon. Hope to be racing against you in hypercars soon.
Justin Slim Friesen says, see ya.
I'm gonna have to make him a livery for a hypercar now. Once he tries the hypercars and finds the one that he likes.
Dennis Dodge Driving says, catch you both later.
Laters. Wait a minute, it feels like we have tire warmers here. Yep, okay. We don't have Interlagos in this championship, do we, eh? Ooh, am I gonna make it? No, I'm not. Well, Moza really lost it with me. They could have sponsored me. I could have been using some CRP2 pedals.
That's 132.34.
But oh well. I'm not a big enough content creator for them, so... I gotta go with the budget that I have. Yes, it's an expensive hobby, but it doesn't have to be. That's the same thing I used to say with motorcycles. You know, some people's motorcycles are worth more than their houses. So a lot of people were like, oh yeah, I can't afford that. Well, you know what? You can buy yourself $500 used motorcycle.
Time 1:30.
As long as it's running and it's in good condition, you can have a lot of fun. If people would just stop measuring, you know, the grass is always green at the neighbors. But you can just have yourself just as much fun as they do. But I agree with a lot of people. And I'm glad you guys kept pushing for the load cells, because after getting a direct drive wheel, it's the second thing that makes the most difference. Like, people were telling me before I got a direct drive wheel that the most important thing for me to get was a button box. You know, so I have a tendency of not always listening to anybody or reviewers.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I think it's more important than the wheel.
2.62.
No, no, no. No, it's not.
Justin Slim Friesen says, 1 rig, 2 load cell, 3 wheel.
Nope, I'm the complete opposite of you there. Well, the thing is about the rig, I kind of don't disagree with you. I'm just not of the opinion that you need a steel rig. But I get it, not everybody's handy with wood and knows how to screw screws and use a saw to cut their stuff to length and all that stuff, so... Oops! Did the server just end?
Justin Slim Friesen says, you don't need any of these things.
Well, I think that somebody playing on the regular computer desk needs to get themselves a direct drive wheel.
Justin Slim Friesen says, but these are in order of most impactful.
Yep. And then once you get a feeling for the car and stuff, and you're enjoying yourself, get yourself some load cells. Thing is that you got to find a way to keep those load cells firm. So hence the rig does become kind of important, or finding a way to like Dino, if you're on a computer chair with wheels and you're trying to press on your pedals and your seat's always moving backwards. But then I could put a lot of force into my pedal here if it was just a wooden plate that was up against the wall. It would still be lifting up. So yeah, find a way to secure your gear if you're getting load cells. Anything going on here? Oh, that's a race. These are locked. Bahrain's in qualifying. And that's a weird track layout. And I'm gonna be driving the Toyota. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota. Dang, I'm so gonna regret this. Weaving is banned once the cars line up in 2x2 formations. Funny how that is not enforced. But they go out of the way to mention it here. What? Is this a fix? No, I don't have a car. Was the server full? 38. Yeah, okay, it's full. Dang. Why did they give me the option of joining with a car?
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Wow. You will get a DT for erratic driving though."
Ah, okay. Still 10 minutes to the qualifying. And I can't even try out the Toyota here. Oh, man. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is qualifying on a track that I really hate. Man, who does an LMP3? Okay, I'm gonna go incognito. I didn't even check how much time was left in the server, though. Did they mention it or not? Or is it only once we get in that we discover how much time's left? I know I'm going a little bit over my usual streaming hours. Oh, my supper's already cooked. I'm having leftover pizza from yesterday. And I'm kind of happy about my race. So, I feel like just having one race wasn't enough. Man, waiting 45 minutes to get into a race. Like, at one point they were on the right track, and then they kind of rewind their thing, but these practice servers make no sense. Did my game just freeze? I have a feeling that the server just ended as I'm joining. Okay, well, apparently, I should have a salad with the pizza. I'm gonna go and chop up some lettuce, some feta, make myself a salad to go with the pizza. Because the game doesn't want me to race again. I hate this. Oh well. And maybe watch a couple of YouTubes. Oh, I saw a movie. I'm thinking of doing a review about it. Name of the movie is called Mercy. And I kind of watched it because it had something to do with a comment that I did a couple of weeks ago about AI and politics. Like I was like, well, maybe if we replaced all the judges with AI, we could, here in Canada have huge savings. So that's what the movie's about. The judge is an AI, and the movie starts off, it's a cop that's on the chair, bolted down, and he's talking to an AI judge, and he's accused of murdering his wife. So I found it kind of funny. I'm like, yep, I'm gonna watch this movie. How does AI deal with being a judge? I mean, it really can't be worse than having a human judge. Because it seems like for the past 10 years, the judges are not using common sense. They're just following the law, which is politics, which is, okay, well, we have to give bail instead of jail to all of these criminals. I don't see how AI can do much worse. But okay, I think I'm going to end the stream here because this game is really not going anywhere. Not doing anything. Okay, folks. LMU doesn't want me to play no more. I'm going to go and eat and watch something, some YouTubes. And I'll be back this evening. Although Sunday nights is always very slow. But also, folks,
Reason says later.
Also, folks, I'm kind of thinking of getting into those 4-hour races with a hypercar. So if I can find a teammate that wants to drive the Peugeot wingless, let me know. Let me know. Has anybody driven the Peugeot wingless? What do you think of the car? Inquiring minds want to know.